I'm back with you on this show, discussing yet another sexual assault and rape case 12 years after we started Safety Trust. Just goes on to show how deep-rooted this problem is in this country. And over the years, while we have seen progress in terms of legal reforms, institutional reforms, judicial reforms, being meted against crimes against women in India, the unfortunate reality is that women and girls still feel unsafe, are still facing these horrendous crimes because we're not really addressing the root causes of why these crimes are being committed. With the judicial reforms that were introduced right after the Nirbhaya rape case, like the POSH Act or the Nirbhaya Act, there are huge gaps in implementation. There are huge gaps that exist in providing justice to victims. A Nirbhaya fund was set up for, which is almost about $760 million now. 12 years later, only less than 50% of that fund has been used towards policies, towards making roads safer, implementing CCTVs. So I feel there are problems at many levels. Political lack of political will is definitely one, which doesn't take women's safety as a core serious issue in our country. Then, of course, we are not addressing the mindsets of men and boys who still are viewing women and girls as second-class citizens. There's no concept of consent in our country. We don't have sex education. So we are really not tackling this core issue and not addressing the root problem. So what we end up doing when such cases happen is, providing quick fix solutions. Oh, let's put CCTVs in public places, or let's hang the rapist. But these don't really address the root causes of why rapes are being committed. And that's why, 12 years later, we still find ourselves in the same position discussing the same issues that we have been for almost a decade.